standing for the national anthem of Grenada. Thank you. You may be seated. Presenting the referees for this game. The crew chief, Mr. Gregory Hamilton from the Cayman Islands. Umpire 1, Miss Rebecca Davila from Puerto Rico. Umpire 2, Miss Carla Peña from the Dominican Republic. And the commissioner for this game is Mr. Alvin Boria from Puerto Rico.
Mira la foto, aquí que mira la foto. Duro. Hay que moverlo.
Here are the starting fives for both teams, starting with the visiting team from Guyana. Playing number 11, Rose Stanton. Number 1, Anthony Moe. Number 9, Harold Adams. Number 6, Shane Webster. Number 7, Ray Victor. The starting five for Team Grenada. Playing number 24, Kevin Cox. Number 7, Nigel Himrod. Number 23, Daniel Regis. Number 11, Greg St. John. And number 9, Jonathan Williams.
Keone Wright and Gavin Kensmill getting set to bring you day one action here at the 2021 AmeriCup Pre-Qualifier live from Paramaribo, Suriname. This one is between Guyana and Grenada. The top two teams from this tournament, from this Pre-Qualifier, will move on to the AmeriCup Qualifier in September for a chance to compete with the top dogs in the Western Hemisphere at the 2021 FIBA AmeriCup. Right now, Gavin, if we look at the world of basketball as Mount Everest, this is base camp. Both of these teams trying to make their ascent up the ladder. A big matchup here, a big Caribbean matchup, and Guyana will control the tip-off. It's pass up top to Mo, that's blocked. And a good follow there by Guyana. Victor with the basket. Good pressure here by Guyana to start things off on the defensive end. Cox to the basket for an easy 2 on the left-hand side. Gavin, you've played for Suriname. You maybe have played against some of these countries. What do you expect in this matchup? I think they're pretty evenly matched.
I expect high intensity. There's nothing more than that. It's the first day you're fresh. You want to make a statement.
That's a great point. This tournament runs through Saturday. Both of these teams on fresh legs. Bringing the ball up now for Grenada is Nimrod. He's their captain. Good defense up top by Stanton. Players to watch for here for Guyana. Number 1, Mo, he plays his pro basketball in El Salvador. And number 5, Wiggins, who is a high school prospect. High school prospect playing in the United States right now. 2 players the coach brought up when I talked to him. Little high-low action here for Grenada. Hanging in the air is Regis. He can't score. Coming away with it is Stanton. He drives, finishes with the left. No, can't finish. And a nice follow there for Guyana. That was Victor hustling. Grenada likes to run this high-low. But Regis can't handle the pass. Guyana back the other way. They'll set things up. Running the point is Stanton. Here's Mo. Nice up and under move. Strong take, no good. Again, Guyana active on the offensive glass. Mo tracks it down, but a bad pass. 6 on the shot clock. What can Stanton do? Nice take, runner in the lane is good.
If you're the Grenades here and you know Mo is one of their better players, you have to go off when you pump fake that ball and he jumps up.
Right now, got Grenada trying to figure out how to solve this Guyanese puzzle. There's a steal by Adams. Hangs in the air and finishes. Pretty move with the left hand by Adams. Guyana coming with marginal pressure here. 8-2 is your score. Guyana lead early against Grenada. Neither of these teams with an AmeriCup appearance. Guyana has had some regional success, though, over the years. A silver medal in the 2000 Caribbean Championships. But since then, this country has been very quiet. Stanton comes up with it. Nimrod with the steal. He'll fire for 3. That's good. That's what they need from their captain, Nimrod. 8-5 is your score. 7:40 left to play in the first quarter. Three-point shot. Comes off the glass, hits the rim. Rebound to Grenada. They look to push. Nice hands there by Adams. He's been very active defensively. Gavin, I like the intensity from Guyana so far. Looks like they're in it to win it. Maybe a little bit too fancy there from Stanton, loses control. Gavin, I feel like Grenada just needs to wake up a little bit. Maybe put some caffeine in that water.
I feel like they are awake. They're just not in their A game right now. I feel that they know what's on stake here, and if you're asking me, they're not really playing bad. They're just not getting real open shots.
Looks like we're gonna have a blood injury here. Number 7, Victor will come out. Number 3, Hamilton in. Guyana taking this tournament very seriously. In early June, they had a 3-game warm-up against Barbados. They defeated Barbados, their trial team, in all 3 of those games. The coach for Guyana saying that they're very confident coming into this game. He knows his players, he knows what he wants. And what he wants from Stanton is just that. Driving the lane and connects. Grenada may have gotten away with a double dribble there. Here's Nimrod. Guarded close by Stanton. Great pressure by Guyana. And there's a steal. Stanton to the basket once again. He's got great finesse and he can hang in the air. 12-5, 6:39 left to play here in the first quarter. Group A action at the 2021 AmeriCup Pre-Qualifiers here in Paramaribo, Suriname. Nice take, but that's blocked by Mo. He says, get that out of here. Mo's got it in the corner, thinks about it, puts it on the floor. Dynamic big man. Skip pass. Adams stepped into it. Mo with the rebound. Here's Stanton. Back to Mo. I like his game. Driving to the hole. Reminds me a little bit of Joel Embiid. Spin move by Williams, and he gets fouled. That'll be on the floor. Grenada desperately trying to catch momentum here. Into the game is number 8, Burnett for Guyana. Lefueli also checks into the game for Grenada. Let's see what these subs can do. Grenada looking for some motion in their offense. Not really finding it, but there's a nice shot.
I think they got lucky there. If you have seen their offense, they're really static. They're not moving around. They're not spacing.
They're not moving at all, but Cox was confident enough to take that one out of the inbounds. Mo, nice pass, can't handle it. Up top to Stanton, nice move and a nice pass inside to Adams. He can't finish. Guyana still with it. Pull-up jumper by Hamilton. That's good. Guyana's offense very dynamic and very active, Gavin.
Why pump the ball if you're attacking a big? Make sure you go in his body and draw the foul.
Guyana playing with high energy here on both sides of the ball. Glasgow will replace Adams for Guyana. Number 15, Charles, into the game for Grenada, a big body. Here's Nimrod. Risky pass. Stolen by Guyana. Hamilton. Stanton takes his time, gives to Mo. He thinks about it. He'll swing it around the horn. Nice baseline drive. No good. Mo comes in for the rebound. We'll get a loose ball foul. Mo fouled as he went for the rebound. For Guyana right now, it's up, fake, and go, Gavin. And Grenada is jumping on every up fake, which is creating openings. Stanton will take a seat. Devonish comes into the game for Guyana. 14-7 is your score, 4:52 left to play in the first quarter. Jump stop, fires, good defense there by Grenada. That was Devonish trying to connect. Aggressive, but maybe some bad shot selection against the bigger bodies for Grenada. Here's the man that just checked into the game. Nice follow there by Lafueli.
If you're the Guyanese center, you can't just stand in the paint and wait for him. You have to come meet him at the top of the no-charge circle.
Nice take amongst the Grenada trees, but no good. Nice defense here by Grenada. Better defense now that Charles has checked into the game for them. A big active body, changing shots inside. Grenada trying to find rhythm. Williams to inbound. Finds John. He's guarded by Devonish. Devonish not going to give him much room. St. John gives to Charles. Charles squares up. Double team there. Nice defense. Quick release, quick shot. No good for Grenada. That was Cox with the three. He stepped into it. And Grenada desperately looking to find their rhythm here with 3:54 left to play in the first quarter, but they're only down by 5. Hamilton with nice patience. Finds Burnett. He drives, hangs, can't finish. Tap back out, tracked down by Glasgow. Glasgow in the lane with the left hand, no good, gets his own rebound. Guyana coach telling his players to settle down. The take by Hamilton's no good. Out in front was Cox, but that's knocked away. Here's Mo, watch out, Euro step. Can't connect. Charles affected that shot. That's what he's done since he came into the game. Long pass to Cox, he'll fire. Long two-pointer, no good. Gets it back off of the Lafueli rebound. Aggressive defense there by Guyana. Here comes Glasgow, rejected by Charles. And he sent that delivery right back to where it came from. Emphatic block there by Charles for Grenada. And he's desperately trying to pump up his team right now. They're looking for rhythm. Keone Wright and Gavin Kensmill calling this game here, the first quarter between Guyana and Grenada. We will be back after this timeout.
Slippery, yeah. I see it. It's difficult, but you're sliding. Yeah, we try.
Keone Wright and Gavin Kensmill back with you here live in Paramaribo, Suriname for Group A action at the 2021 AmeriCup Pre-Qualifiers. This game between Guyana and Grenada. The score right now 14-9. Guyana in control. Grenada has played some great defense here in the last couple minutes. Guyana continues to swing the ball. That's Glasgow. He steps into it and misses. Lafueli can't bring in the rebound, and it will be Guyana ball out of bounds. What can they do out of the out of bounds here? Good patience. Here's Mo. Pretty shot, doesn't go. Fighting for it, gets it back. Nice hustle. Back to Grenada. Lafueli out in front, he will score. Nice transition basket there by Grenada, and maybe that's what they needed. Into the game now is Webster. He replaces Mo. Gavin, I've been very impressed with Mo so far. His game reminds me a lot. His game reminds me a lot of the center for the 76ers. His name escapes me real quick here. The ability to step out and then put it on the floor.
Joel Embiid?
Yes, Joel Embiid, I'm sorry.
No, don't compare anyone to Joel Embiid these days, because he might take a shot at you just like
he might on Twitter, and I forgot his name too. Oh my! Here's Charles looking to do a little high-low. Instead, takes the shot and draws the foul. He's been physical on the defensive end. Nice to see him get going here on the offensive end as well. (16-11) is your score. Guyana with the lead. First free throw for Charles, no good. Second free throw comes off the rim to Guyana. That's Webster with the rebound. He just checked into the game. Nice ball movement from Guyana. Good shot selection, but can't draw iron. Good trap there by Guyana. And Wiggins will come away with it. Wiggins currently playing his high school basketball in the United States. Nice pass there inside. That's no good. Wiggins with the rebound.
I thought that was the number 11.
No, Wiggins is playing in his high school ball in the U.S. Into the game now for Guyana is Victor. We'll wipe up some moisture on the floor here. It's a little humid in the gym. Guyana swings, nice drive, and rejected by Lafueli. That shot is off. He affected that one too. But Belgrave snakes in and gets the rebound and scores. 18-11, 1 minute left to play here in the first quarter.
Those don't make me so bad. When I help someone and I don't get help again.
That's true. Help the helper. Devonish with it. Over to Wiggins. Nice shot and it goes. 45 seconds left. That extends the Guyanese lead. 21-11.
What do you do with Guyana? They can't miss a shot right now.
No, they can't. They've got a lot of room to operate. And they're very confident. Every player on the floor is a threat. Every player understanding his role. Nice take to the basket and draws the foul. That's Belgrave. And that's not what you want to do at the end of a quarter where you're down by 10. Number 11, Rose, back into the game.
And then again, this game is really early. You can't say that. I understand where you're coming from when you say that someone can make a certain mistake at the end of a quarter, but at the same time, this game is really young, so we'll see what happens.
Yes, anything can happen here. I'm not fully convinced that Guyana is completely in control of this one. Certainly not a blowout. Here's Lafueli. He's been real good. Gets bumped and finishes. Nice composure there by Lafueli. Rose running the point. I think I was calling him Stanton in the beginning of the game. That's his first name. Stanton Rose running the point guard. 3 left to play. Pull up 3. That's no good. And at the end of the first quarter, it's 23-13. We'll be back after this for second quarter action.
Total score of 23 points and 13 points for Grenada.
Keone Wright and Gavin Kensmill back here, ready to start second quarter action between Guyana and Grenada. It will be Grenada ball here at the 2021 FIBA AmeriCup Pre-Qualifiers. Grenada ball.
They're settling yet because they're not only shooting, they are trying to get the ball inside, just not enough.
Let's see what Grenada can do here in the out of bounds. An opportunity to run a set play. Over to James. He thinks about it. May have gotten bumped. Step back jumper is good. Silky smooth for James. And he has played well since coming into the game here in the second quarter. I like Rose as a point guard. He does a good job of setting the tempo for this team. Knows when to run, knows when to set it up. Good ball movement by Guyana. Leads to the three-pointer by Wiggins.
That was good defense there, just better offense.
30-18 is your score. 6:50 left to play here in the second quarter. And we will get some extracurricular activity away from the ball. Foul will be on Guyana, as St. John tried to establish himself in the post. The foul is on Belgrave. Out of the game now is Adams. Also out of the game now for Guyana is Mo. See what Grenada can do now that one of the best players is on the bench. Nice pass from Rose. Can't connect. That was Wiggins. Uncharacteristic missed layup there. He's better than that. Nimrod to James. He's not afraid to fire, and he hits it. James is on fire now. Grenada trying to cut into this lead. Nice flash up high. Grenada, lots of hands in the cookie jar. Somehow Guyana keeps it. Pass inside to Thompson. That's no good. And we'll get a jump ball. So with Mo out of the game, the rebounding situation much different now. Grenada affecting shots inside and now competing for defensive rebounds.
I also think they've brought in a very tall player in number 23.
That's Regas. He has affected some shots. Guyana to inbound.
And sometimes that's all you need. A lot of people think that you have to block every shot. Sometimes all you need to do is disrupt someone's shot and get the rebound.
Just disrupt it. Wide open offensive rebound. And the putback there for Glasgow for Guyana. He was all alone. Bad awareness there by Grenada. Guyana tries to trap. It'll be Grenada ball. Nimrod having trouble getting it up over half court. He needs help.
I don't think you should have dribbled that ball. There's almost a triple team on you. That means that two players have to be open.
Nimrod will slow it up. Good job by Guyana to get back on defense. Nice trap in the corner there. We will get a foul. And Gavin, that's how you bail a team out. You've got a nice trap, nice defensive set, and then you foul somebody.
You have to stay disciplined when you trap.
James flashes and scores.
Keep your hands home, they would say here in Suriname.
James with the great cut. He's been the difference maker for Grenada so far. High energy off the bench, didn't even play in the first quarter. 32-23. Guyana with the lead and a beautiful shot by Rose. I love Rose's game right now.
And did you just say he's a high school player?
No, the high school player on the floor is Wiggins.
Oh, okay.
And there's a steal by Wiggins. Gets it up to Belgrave. That's no good. Wiggins up high. Ooh, maybe should have taken his time a little bit.
Exactly. I agree with that call. That's a flagrant foul.
We will get a flagrant foul. A reminder, these are FIBA rules. They will differ from the NCAA and the NBA.
I'm really impressed by Rose's game so far.
He sets the tempo for this team. He knows when to run, he knows when to pull it back, and he knows when to fire. He's had some great shots.
And so far, if he has fired, it was money.
Money.
But so has James. I'm also impressed by James's game. You have a lot of people that have an issue with not starting. It's clear to me that he doesn't have an issue with coming off the bench and bringing energy to the team coming off the bench. And that's super to me.
He's been aggressive. He showed us a wide range of moves, step back jumpers, set shots, and then working it inside. Gavin Kentsmill and Keone Wright here live in Paramaribo, Suriname. This is the first game from Group A of the 2021 FIBA AmeriCup Pre-Qualifier. The top two teams in this tournament move on to the AmeriCup qualifier, which will be hashed out in September. We'll go over the inner workings of how that tournament works. It's a home and away series. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the broadcast.
What is it called? We are the shooter. Is it 2 shots and ball on the side?
But I think this game for both teams represents a great opportunity to grab an early win, even though Grenada is down now by 13. With 5:05 left to play in the second half, they're still very much in this.
Like I've told you before, I don't think a game has really started until the third quarter. So the score doesn't tell me a lot going into halftime.
Second free throw, no good. It will still be Grenada basketball. Williams checks into the game for Grenada now. Grenada looking to get the ball in bounds. They find it, they try to break the press. Quick hands by Mo. Glasgow came away with it. Here's Mo to the basket, and we'll get an offensive foul. A little bit out of control there, and he knows it.
First of all, in the paint, we never give a pass in the chest area. Or you always give a lob pass or a bounce pass. That's a rule for passing in the paint. That could have been an easy basket.
Especially with the way Mo has been playing.
But great way to cover it up and take a charge for your team. Like a coach once told me, he thought that was the ultimate play of showing that you're a great team player. Putting your body on the floor for your team is a great way to show that.
Grenada breaks the press. All the way to the basket is Williams. Jonathan Williams for Grenada.
Did he just fly?
Oh, he just flew. He took off. He had clearance, and he had room. Nobody else in the runway. No Guyanese jerseys in his way, and the Guyanese coach will not be happy with that. Hamilton to the basket. Runner in the lane is good. And even though Guyana has the lead right now, Gavin, they're looking a little disjointed on offense. A little different than the first quarter.
I think that's mainly because Rose is not on the floor for them right now.
That's a great point. Starting point guard Rose, not on the floor, taking a break. While his team with a 12-point lead. Up off the bench for Guyana is number 7, Victor. Grenada inbounds the ball. They try to force it to Lafley. Somehow they get it to him. Two-hand slam.
Am I late, or was that the first dunk of the tournament?
No, they had a dunk in the earlier game. First dunk of this game. Don't know about that shot selection. Long three by Hamilton is no good for Guyana.
It's always exciting to see someone stuff the ball.
He might do it again. Lafley with the pass to James. James gives it back to Lafley. Right idea.
Right idea,
Williams wasn't ready.
pass.
So after the dunk, Lafley a lot more active here on the offensive end. He's been great on defense, affecting shots like we talked about. Hamilton at the point. Finds Glasgow. Little pass into Mo. Tries that little hook shot, no good. Baby hook, no good for Mo. Mo has not been as effective offensively as he was in the first quarter. Nice take by Glasgow.
I think that's mainly because there is some presence in the paint right now.
Yes, there is. Lafley also affected that shot by Glasgow. Euro step in the lane by Williams, no good. Strong take, but he can't connect. Victor has it stolen. Back the other way is John. Excuse me, Williams. He draws contact, and we'll go to the free throw line. Ten-point lead now for Guyana. Williams with an opportunity to make it 8. 2 free throws coming. And Gavin, I think Grenada is starting to hit stride here a little bit in the last 3 minutes of the first half. They were a little shaky to begin with.
I think those might have been pregame jitters or whatever it was, but I think they're starting to pick it up now, and we'll have more of a game.
I think so too. There's a lot of basketball to play here over the next 5 days. Burnett tracks down the rebound for Guyana. Hamilton with it. Over to Burnett, back to Hamilton. Nice ball movement here. Here's Glasgow from the corner. That shot's no good. Offensive rebound by Hamilton. Guyana patrolling the offensive glass. Glasgow may have gotten away with a double dribble there, but it's stolen by Grenada. Williams, nice hesitation move, keeps his dribble. Gives it out to St. John for 3. A name we haven't called much, but that was a crucial shot. Up off the bench now for Guyana is Rose, their starting point guard.
I think this match is a bit chaotic. I think people are reading the wrong situations.
You see Guyana really struggling with Rose out of the game. Here's Mo, spin move inside. Nice defense there, great tandem defense by Lafueli and St. John. However,
Mo didn't have his head up on that play. I'll give Guyana that, but there was no one in the corner to help him out whatsoever.
With Rose in the game now, I think Guyana will maybe go back to playing basketball the way they have for most of this first half. Not so disjointed, not so helter-skelter. He's a great floor general. Here he is inbounding the ball. He finds Mo. He'll fire. That's blocked by Lafueli. Grenada with the turnover. Watch out, here comes Burnett, strong to the hole, and he'll be fouled. 2 free throws coming for Burnett.
You can see the difference Rose brings to this team immediately. He was the only one that was aware of the shot clock, screaming to shoot the ball.
And that's one of the jobs of the point guard, is to know how much time is left, game clock and shot clock. Burnett's first free throw is good. 38-30 is the score. Guyana trying to go into halftime with some momentum here. Second free throw is good for Burnett. 39-30, 155 left to play in the first half. Gavin, what does Grenada have to do to really get back in this thing? They've done good to get it now down to 9.
It all always starts with stops. Stay solid on defense. Keep your hands home. Don't foul. Get yourself 2 or 3 stops and make sure you convert. That's a layup you have to make. You've been able to create your space. Make sure you take your time. Keep your eyes on the basket and make that layup.
Just as Gavin talks about converting, Williams drives but can't connect. You got a pretty look at it. Nimrod trying to get open. Instead, Lafueli, mid-range jump shot. Pretty release, no good. Mo skies for the rebound. Long outlet pass to Burnett. And that's good.
The point guard has to be the first one back. You cannot have fast break points against you.
Yeah, really inexcusable for Mo to be able to throw that pass all the way. That's almost a full 90 feet.
And it was not even a hard or a fast pass. The ball was in the air so long. It's inexcusable for the point guard not to be back yet.
129 left to play in the first half. Guyana with an 11-point lead. Two shots coming here for St. John. Hits the first one. What do you think Grenada will talk about at halftime?
They're going to talk about, I think they're going to talk about trying to find better shots because so far they've been able to shoot the ball. but they all have been fast shots. So I think they'll try to settle down. At least if their coach wants them to settle down, I think they will, and they'll go more to offensive systems and play more organized basketball.
And we'll get a hard foul there. That was Nimrod with the foul on Burnett. A little bit of a hip check.
Like I've told you before, if you foul someone, make sure it's a hard foul.
And that was a hard foul.
You do not want to make it a flagrant. You do not want to hurt anyone. That's not what you're here for. But you only get 5 fouls. If you get a foul, like someone has told me before, you better make it a good one.
1:14 left to play here in the first half. Guyana ball. Mo will take a seat now. Defensively, what do you think Grenada talks about at halftime? I think they've done a good job on Mo, but I think they need to do a better job on Rose.
I think first of all, running back, communicating better, boxing out. I've seen a few issues with their defense so far.
Devonis for 3, that's no good. Burnett with the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Rose. And Rose stepped out of bounds. 54 seconds left to play in the first half. Grenada basketball.
I think they're going to talk about how their zone can be better because we've seen so many shots against their zone up until now. Guyana has made a few of them, but I'm sure Guyana has shot over 15 three-pointers already in this game. So I think that's one of the things they want to work on because eventually Guyana will start making them consistently.
Yes, they will. And it's a situation where if you put too much pressure on Mo, maybe more than a double team, Rose will be open. Oh, nice follow there by Lafueli. He can't finish. So active, so athletic. Wiggins is fouled. 41-32 is your score. 40 seconds left to play here in the first half. Day 1 action here at the 2021 AmeriCup Pre-Qualifiers. The top 2 teams in this tournament booked themselves an opportunity to play in the AmeriCup qualifier, which will take place in September. I asked the Guyana coach if he was still in an evaluation period. He said, no, I know my players. I know what we're here to do. We're here to win. Second shot by Wiggins, no good. Rebound by St. John. Nimrod comes to get it. Here's the Lafueli. Watch out. Guyana back. They trap. Williams with the drive. Hangs in the air, and he is pushed. Gavin, Williams has been very aggressive. He's done a good job of hanging, using his ability to leap and get around players. He's aggressive. He's not going to be razzle-dazzle with it. He knows where he wants to go, and he likes to get there.
And I think that's one of the most important things. As a player, you have to know what you're good at and what you're not, and use your strengths. And I think that's what he's doing. He knows he's more athletic, so he's using it to hang and create contact.
First free throw, no good by Williams. 27.7 left to play here in the first half. 10-point lead for Guyana. Second free throw short. Wiggins with it. Back to Wiggins. Long three-pointer. No good. And Lafueli will be called for a push. 2 things there, Gavin. I don't know about the shot selection with 20-some-odd seconds left to play here in the first half. And then Grenada bails them out with a push in the back on a rebound.
I don't think it was a push in the back call. I think it was he bent over and the other guy almost fell. So I think that's the call. Of course, like I've said before, we're not trying to hurt anyone here, and that's just a precaution call. Once someone jumps, it's really dangerous to bend over.
It is. Webster here at the free throw line hit the first one. Trying to make it a 12-point lead with 16.6 left to play in the first half. Second free throw is good. If you're Grenada, are you holding for the last shot here, Gavin?
You do. You do not want to have Guyana score anymore and dig a deeper hole for yourself.
It's Nimrod, jump pass. Williams kicks out. That 3-point, no good. And we'll go into
It's
halftime with the score
halftime and the
44 to
leading
32.
score of 44
Keone Wright
points
and Gavin
goes to
Kensmill will be
Guyana,
back after
leaving
halftime
Grenada
with
behind
second half
with a
action between
score of
Guyana
32.
and Grenada.
is the third game for the first day of the FIBA AmeriCup Caribbean Pre-Qualifier 2018. We're about to start the third quarter and the score is 44 for the team of Guyana and 32 for Grenada.
Keone Wright and Gavin Kensmill back here live in Paramaribo, Suriname. Set to start the second half between Grenada and Guyana. Guyana currently with the lead, 44-32. Gavin, you've had a chance to play against Guyana, or at least see them a lot over your time playing and representing Suriname. Is this one of the better Guyana teams you've seen?
I think they're very similar. Guyana has always had the ability to play very fast, and that's the way they've always played. I think they're better shooting the ball than I've seen them before, and probably that's the only difference. They're really shooting the ball well today.
Your leading scorers right now from Guyana are Rose and Wiggins. Each had 9 points in the first half. Here is the floor leader for Guyana, Rose. He's done very well. Don't give him room. Here's Mo, another very effective player. Guyana tries to get that one into the corner to find Rose, but they can't. Tapped out of bounds by Grenada. Rose to inbound. They go up top to Mo. Can't handle it. Glasgow with a long pass. Nice job there by Williams. We called his name a lot in the first half. He's very athletic. That was a long pass by Nimrod, excuse me. Webster with it. He's double teamed. Gets it out to Rose. Nice composure. No look pass to Mo. That will go out of bounds. Still Guyana ball.
The way Guyana was spread in the first half, I don't see that anymore from them so far.
No, I think they had a lot to talk about at halftime. They started to find their rhythm offensively and defensively in the second quarter. Here's Mo, almost stolen. Corner is Victor, gives to Rose. Little runner, no good. Mo continues to battle. Can't hang on to the offensive rebound. Back the other way is St. John. Some smoke coming into the building now from a fireworks show that went on at halftime. St. John for three, that's no good. Nice rebound by Mo, and a bad pass. Complete miscommunication. We might want to call Ghostbusters because maybe he saw something that we didn't.
Or maybe he's confused by the fog, let's say that.
I know. Fireworks outside at halftime. We're looking for fireworks here at the second half on the court. Nimrod to St. John. He'll bring it up. Thinks about it. Back to Nimrod. There's St. John again. That one is short.
Do you think that the game should continue with the smoke in the building?
I kind of like it. It's like a war. It's like a war out there.
Don't you think it can get a bit difficult to breathe when you're already tired and searching for air, and all you inhale is smoke?
No, I think so too. But the officials don't want to stop. Maybe they like the ambiance. It's almost like a rave in here with all that smoke. Strong take to the basket by number 7, Victor. At first, I thought maybe they had a fog machine here.
No, you can actually smell the fireworks. Just a reminder for all folks.
But then I realized I wasn't at a Madonna concert, so.
The home team is playing at 9, if I'm correct.
Yes, they are. Gavin and I will be calling the next game between Suriname, the host nation, and St. Lucia. Are you fired up for that one, Gavin?
I'm absolutely fired up. I think you can see that the gym is starting to fill up. I think the fans are expecting a lot from their home team.
Yes, they are. Big expectations, great expectations for the home team, Suriname.
Not to say that they didn't from the women, because they did too, but since the women didn't bring home what the home crowd actually wanted, they'll be full out behind the men's team.
I agree with you. Right now, though, it's Guyana versus Grenada. Guyana with the lead. 11 points. Mo with the steal. Slips a little bit. Victor with it. Nice patience. They find Rose. Watch out. Drives the lane. Great little dish pass. Guyana can't hang on. Rose gets it back. Good hustle. Victor from the corner, that's no good. Tipped around into the hands of Mo. He can't finish. Hands up near the rim. Nobody can connect for Guyana.
The court looks really slippery right now.
Yes, it does. And it's smoky.
Do you think it has something to do with the foul?
No, I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's sweat. I don't know if it's blood, sweat, and tears. But this is turning into a very mystical experience here with all the smoke on the court. It's like a dream I had once. Rose will inbound for Guyana. Miscommunication there between Rose and Hamilton. Rose overthrows the pass. As we've seen Mo play here in the opening two and a half minutes of this quarter, one of the things the coach told me at halftime was that he didn't think Grenada was taking Mo out of his game in the second quarter. He thought he was rushing it. We've seen him miss a couple bunnies early here. What do you think about that, Gavin?
I think he is rushing it. I think there's no such thing as stopping a good player. You can maybe slow him down, but Mo has been rushing the shot. You're one of the tallest players on the court. You do a good job of keeping the ball high. I think he has to do a better job of keeping his composure and reading game ball situations.
Charles with the save. Nice hustle there from Charles. We saw him reject a couple shots in the first half. A very active big for Grenada. St. John will inbound. Finds Nimrod along the baseline, but that's stolen, and we'll get a foul.
Thank you.
The foul will be on Nimrod. Way too aggressive there. That's a frustration foul as well. That'll be a flagrant. Again, FIBA rules, not NBA or NCAA. Anything that looks intentional is going to be called a flagrant. Anything that doesn't look like you're going for the ball as well. A frustration foul there by Nimrod. It's only a 9-point lead by Guyana. I'm surprised their floor general there, losing his composure a little bit.
Sometimes it's easy to get carried away in the heat of the game.
Into the game now is James. He's somebody that Guyana really needs to watch out for. He was hot in the first half, coming off the bench. Didn't even play in the first quarter. Did all of his damage in the second quarter. He comes into the game looking to score, looking to make a positive impact. They try to go over the top to Mo. May have gotten away with a push. Does well to finish. And that's what Grenada cannot do. The floor is really slippery right now. It's like a skating rink. They're bringing the towels out right now. .38-34 is your score. 6:39 left to play in the third quarter. Guyana continues to lead. This Grenada defense working hard, but they desperately need stops if they want to get back into this. Gavin, you've said it before. You've got to set the tone in the third quarter, coming out of halftime.
Exactly.
Rose will inbound.
Can you remember the play that on which Mo just scored?
Yes.
That's the type of plays you want. He's the tallest player on the floor. He's type of athletic. He can get the ball. Put the ball in the air for him and let him go get it.
Nice move there by Victor. Hangs in the lane. And a great follow by Glasgow. Skies over everybody. And we will get a double flagrant here. Bows were being thrown at midcourt. So that's Williams and Glasgow. Grenada with the ball. They inbound to James. Stolen away by Rose. He's all alone. Does well to finish. Great defense by Rose. Guyana needs more of that as they extend their lead. 52-34. Nice trap by Guyana. Defensive intensity is very high for this team.
That's absolutely what you can't have. There's one thing about turning the ball over, but there's another thing about your point guard turning the ball over at midcourt. That's an absolute can't have.
The point guard has got to be aware. Situational awareness is key. Mo will take a break with his team up by 18. Regas to inbound. Cuts to the basket. Here's Regas. Maybe got hit. Refs let it go. Rose back the other way at the 3-on-2. He's got Glasgow. Instead he goes to Victor. Nice shot. Victor has played well here early in the second half. And Rose knew exactly what to do in that situation.
Your offense becomes so much easier when you can push the ball and the floor is spread already with shooters around you. Now the defense doesn't know what to do. Do I help off of the shooters or do I allow a layup?
Here's Victor again for three. That's short. A little bit of a heat check for him.
I think that was a rush shot.
Williams, watch out. Hangs and draws the foul. Strong move by Williams. Like we talked about, he likes to hang. (55-36), Guyana in control of this one right now. 5:20 left to play in the third quarter. Mo quickly back up off the bench. He got about a 45-second rest. He will replace Glasgow, who's very active.
Someone else is bleeding. Things are getting really chippy in this game.
Yeah, they are. Hamilton will also check in for Guyana. He'll replace Wiggins.
Is it a coincidence that Hamilton has his hair braid like the famous Rip Hamilton?
Maybe. They have similar games. That was Webster who went to the bench, not Wiggins. Williams hits the first free throw. Here comes Rose, looking to set up the offense, barking instructions to his team like a true floor general. Belgrave left his feet to pass, not always a great idea. Williams inside, draws the foul. Up off the bench here is Wiggins, the player for Guyana, currently plying his trade at a high school in the United States. Certainly a player to watch. He had 9 points in the first half.
Those were quiet 9 points. I have only seen Rose, but I think that's because of his personality. His personality to want to be the we can say the loudest player on this team. He's always vocal. You can always hear his directions. And I think he's the team leader. It wouldn't surprise me if he's the team captain.
I agree. Rose is the team captain. And Wiggins has impressed me for a high school player. He has great composure. Williams at the free throw line. Trying to chip into this lead here. First one is good. He's a very good free throw shooter. And I think if Grenada gets back into this thing, it's on the shoulders of Williams. Nobody else seems to be able to create and get to the basket like he can. Belgrave strong to the hoop. And we'll get a foul.
I think the court should be checked.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe they need to get more towels out there, some blow dryers. I'm not sure, but it's very slippery.
I think it's the court in general. And one of the most dangerous things is to play on a slippery court.
The players on the floor continue to look like they're on roller skates. Lots of moisture. It has been an intense affair. And things here in Suriname starting to get a little bit more humid. The rainy season about to finish up. First shot by Belgrave is good. Second shot by Belgrave, good as well. He almost slips too, going back into defense. Things are slippery out there. Nice trap by Guyana. They get it to Charles along the baseline. Strong take, and he finishes. He's a solid post player. They haven't found him often, but he makes the right decision there. Belgrave thinks about it, drives. That was Mo with the miss. Mo has been quiet. What do you think about Mo hanging out by the three-point line? I think he's a confident three-point shooter, but he hasn't really shown us that he can make them. I'd like to see him park it inside a little bit more, operate 10 feet, 15 feet away from the basket.
All I could say about him right now is that he's helping the defense that's playing against him. Now you're giving their post player so much more chance, as it were, to go and rebound the ball, for example, because he doesn't have to worry about anyone else around him.
That's a great point, and an athletic move there by Regis. James tried to thread the needle. Guyana got a handle on it, and then Regis came up with it. He goes up, gets fouled. He will shoot two. 57-41 is your score. 4:14 left to play in the third quarter. Coming back into the game for Guyana is number 6, Webster. He will replace Hamilton. Let's see what Regis can do from the free throw line. First one is good. Second one good as well. Pretty stroke from the big man. 57-43 is your score. Guyana in control.
Neither team is scoring a lot.
No, it hasn't been fireworks here in the second half, and the tone and the momentum and the energy has really calmed down on both sides for both teams.
What do you think about the matchup Suriname will play?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know too much about St. Lucia, but I believe in a thing about home court advantage. And I had an opportunity to see the Suriname men's team play twice in exhibition games against French Guyana. And even though I think that team was still trying to find itself a little bit, the coaches were still evaluating, I was very impressed with what I saw from Suriname.
I think Suriname is in that same phase. I think a lot of people doubted them. And if I look at the way they played their exhibition games, I think today will be fireworks, and I think that today they might give the fans what they came for.
And that's the key right there. They're going to have fans in the building, believe me.
I think they will. I've had a few friends telling me that they're coming over to the game today.
We'll see what happens. Right now it's Guyana versus Grenada. Guyana with the lead, 57-43, 4:07 left to play here in the third quarter. Keone Wright and Gavin Kentsmill calling action here at the 2021 FIBA AmeriCup Pre-Qualifier. Top 2 teams from this tournament advance to the AmeriCup qualifier. That will be hashed out in September. Are we at a point yet in the game where maybe the coach from Guyana is saying, now I just want to work on things? He's got a healthy lead. He's kind of in control. When does he maybe start looking to his bench a little bit more? Because this is a tournament without much rest.
I think you don't. I think when you come at the tournament, the players you have selected for you to play have to be steady already. I think the point you're trying to make, I think that's what exhibition games are for, not a tournament, because every loss you have in a tournament will count against you. So you don't go to your bench. You rely on the players you know you can rely on.
Let's see if Guyana goes all out here. They've got a healthy lead.
And like you said, this might be one of the only chances these two teams get to steal a game. You want to steal this first game and put yourself on top.
That's true. Not just, we talk a lot about momentum in the game, but it's a tournament. You also can build momentum going into each game of the tournament.
And like they say, you're as good as your last game. So you want to make sure you win every game.
Here's a steal by Williams, so active, watch out. Tries to finish to the left, maybe a little too fancy, maybe hoping for a foul. Here's Rose to Wiggins. Pretty release, and that's good. Great composure by Rose to find Wiggins, who confidently knocks it down like a player well beyond his years. He's only in high school, folks. Good defense by Mo to poke it away. And that floor is still so slippery.
The court, I think the game should be stopped for a moment. It's way too dangerous. You don't want to risk anything.
Wiggins again with back-to-back three-pointers.
Believe me, I've seen injuries you can get from a slippery court. You might try and break yourself and you just go on and you strain something. This is too dangerous.
It is. I'm very surprised that the officials here have not called a timeout to just take a look at the floor to survey it. Obviously, it's tough to see the moisture, but right now it looks like anywhere these players run to, they're slipping, they're sliding. (63-43), 20-point lead now for Guyana here in the third quarter. 3:01 left to play. And like you talked about, Gavin, an injury here could really damage the potential of any one of these teams.
Exactly. That's the last thing you want. I'm not only talking about this tournament. An injury in general is such a hard thing to deal with mentally sometimes. I could tell you all about it. You don't want to get injured in no type of situation.
Right now, you are coming back off of an injury, which is one of the reasons why you won't be playing for Suriname. You just had a great freshman season at Iona. You got some minutes in March Madness, their trip to the NCAA tournament. How is your injury progressing?
It's going great. I think the progress is even going faster than planned. My physical therapist has told me, so I'm happy. I'm just staying calm and working with the schedule they gave me.
Is it tough for you to sit here and watch these games? Do you wish you were wearing the red and white of Suriname?
Exactly. It's always tough. It's even tough when I just go to a regular practice and see people play, because as a competitor, as a basketball lover, you always want to be on the court and compete. But unfortunately, this is a situation that can happen to everyone. So
Wiggins again with a three-pointer. That's 3 in a row. He is absolutely on fire. And they might need to start a fire to dry the court right now. Long three-pointer by James, no good. He's been quiet here in the second half. Good defense by Guyana.
As we can see, the Surinamese cheerleaders are walking in the building right now. I really expect this game, the Surinamese game, to be fireworks. I expect this gym to explode.
As you know, Gavin, I had a very big decision to make whether or not I wanted to be a broadcaster for this tournament or be a cheerleader. I chose broadcasting, but my heart is really still over there. Oh, my! What a take by Regas. Tries to throw it down with two hands and draws a foul.
I can't wait for you to book our rooms in Puerto Rico since you've lost your bet.
I can't either.
I know it's too fast to be looking forward to, but I hope the finals in the men's tournament is as exciting as the women's finals we've seen.
I think it will be. The level of competition between the teams so far, we're not seeing lopsided victories so far. And of course, it's very early here in this tournament, but I think the level of competition throughout this tournament is going to be a lot better. In the women's tournament, there were some lopsided victories. Cuba and the Dominican Republic were really the top dogs in that one. And we had an absolutely fireworks final, gold medal match in the 2018 FIBA Women's Caribbean Cup. I invite everyone who's watching here to take a look at that one on YouTube. Here's Wiggins, he's got the hot hand. Jump pass. Webster wasn't expecting it. James with it, drives to the hole, can't finish.
And it's not just a great match that we've seen. The skill level that those ladies were on was exceptional. we often have people disrespect women's basketball, but the level of competition these women have shown us was absolutely spectacular.
One of the most exciting games I've had the pleasure of watching or calling. Back to action here. Guyana with a 22-point lead over Grenada. Day 1, Game 3 of the 2021 AmeriCup Pre-Qualifiers.
Could you see some of those ladies play against these men? If it was possible to mix teams, do you think some of those ladies could have played?
I think they would play with a lot of heart and soul, for sure. I think some of them could have. Some of the point guards especially. What I've noticed here with the point guards, let's talk about point guards in this tournament. A lot of the point guards that we've seen so far are north-south point guards. We haven't really seen a whole lot of northwest, east-west action.
Exactly.
And I think that will be a determining factor in some of the better offenses that we see in this tournament. The ability to change direction, hesitate.
When you say that, guess which point guard I'm immediately thinking of?
Morton?
How did you guess so fast?
I'm in your head, Gavin. I'm in your head. I'm on your couch. I'm drinking lemonade.
No, I just think it was obvious that Morton was one of the better point guards in the tournament.
I think so too. 1 minute left to play. Nice pass down to Rigas. He's blocked from behind, but they'll call a foul. 68-45 is your score. Guyana in control. Number 2, Devonish up. He will check into the game for Guyana. He will replace Rose. He deserves a lot of the credit for the way this Guyanese team has played. He and Wiggins in tandem have been absolutely fantastic. Wiggins in this quarter has been fireworks. 3 threes. At the free throw line is Rigas for Grenada. Knocks that one down.
The funny thing is you don't even notice Wiggins is on the court. And that's not in a negative way because, as you said, his presence is felt. But you don't see nobody pressuring him. He doesn't even look important to the Grenade team.
Grenada has not done a good job of changing their defensive philosophy in this one and realizing who's hot and who's not. They've just kind of been playing defense. They haven't made minor changes. And that might have been the difference.
Is that luck or touch?
I'm going to go with a little bit of luck. That was Webster. Threw it up and made it. We'll get a loose ball foul.
I'm sticking with my point that the court has to be checked.
I think so too. That was on Thompson. Once again, Rigas will go to the free throw line. 70-47. Guyana well in control of this thing. Wiggins remains on the floor. Rose and Mo on the bench. .8 left to play here in the third quarter. Second free throw rims out for Rigas, and it will be Guyana ball. Number 10, Timothy Thompson, a young big for Guyana in the game right now. He's going to see some action here early in this tournament.
I think this is a pretty lopsided game as well.
Yes, it is. We'll get an offensive foul. That foul will be on Thompson. Mistake there from the young player. Cox to bring it up here for Grenada. Looks to Rigas. Been very active here in the second half. He'll work on Thompson, gets inside, draws a foul and scores. Rigas has been so good, unfortunately. Too much, too late. Too little, too late, excuse me.
And then I'm going to tell you something. I don't think it's too late. I think you have 10 minutes of action left. 19 points is nothing if he brings it down to, what is it now?
21 now.
21. 21 it's a possible comeback. They have to get a basket here.
Ten seconds left to play in the third quarter.
Right now, you make sure Guyana doesn't get a basket.
Devonish will bring it up. Guyana looking to get the last points of the quarter. Devonish in the lane. Finds Wiggins. Clean look, can't connect. Thompson tries to get the rebound. And that will do it for the third quarter.
And that's it for
at the end of the third, Guyana 70, Grenada 49. Keone Wright and Gavin Kensmill will be back with fourth quarter action right after this. Keone Wright and Gavin Kensmill back live here. Third game of the day at the 2021 AmeriCup Pre-Qualifiers between Guyana and Grenada. Guyana in control by 21, 70-49 is your score. Guyana at inbound. Mo has checked back into the game, so has Rose. Wiggins continues to be out there. He's had the hot hand. Rose for three. That's no good. Mo fights for it. Tapped around. Grenada comes away with it. Here's Nimrod. Gets over to Williams. Can't handle the pass. Bad pass there, Gavin. Especially when you're trying to chip away at a 21-point lead.
We've spoken about the coach maybe giving some players the chance to play. Both teams have completely gone into their bench, I see.
Here they go inside to Mo. What can he do? Kicks out. And we'll get a foul. That's Victor. He was fouled on the two-point attempt. Nice pass by Mo inside, recognizing the double team, saw the open player. It will be 3 shots. He was behind the three-point line. I thought he had a foot on the line. So a bad pass to start the half by Nimrod for Grenada. And now they foul a three-point shooter. Second free throw is good. 71-49. Third free throw good, 72-49, 9:24 left to play in the game. Guyana well in control. Nimrod with it. He's guarded by Rose. James, three-pointer no good. Nimrod tracks it down. Grenada retains possession. Give inside to St. John. There will be a foul. St. John showing some cojones there, trying to back down Mo. Grenada has not established much of a post game in this one, Gavin. That's a great point. I would have liked to have seen them get the ball to Rigas a lot more. And then a player who we have not seen is Lafueli. I wonder if maybe he's injured or there's a situation we don't know about. St. John rolls, can't connect. Back the other way is Wiggins, the high school player. Finds Victor, thinks about it, maybe thought too long, drives. Here's Mo, nice ball movement. Great give and go to Mo, and he can't connect. But Webster with the follow. Pretty basketball from Guyana. Nice hustle play by Webster. Here's Williams. Clean look at the basket, and he gets it. Williams will not let up. Another give and go. This time it's to Mo. Can't kiss it off the glass. And the defense for Grenada very stagnant. Williams out in front. Careful not to slip on the floor. Can't finish. And a lot of these players, Gavin, are becoming very aware of the moisture on the court. You see them looking down a lot. You see Mo sliding there. Rose will come out. Rose complaining to his coach about the slippery situation here on the court. Nimrod running the point for Grenada. Everything's stagnant for Grenada right now, their defense and their offense. Not a whole lot of movement. That was Williams with the miss. And just a lot of standing around. Victor over the back, finds Wiggins for three. That rims out. Webster keeps it alive. Mo gets it. Back out to Hamilton, wants to set things up. Wiggins with three on the shot clock, nice drive. Gets it inside to Webster, who scores. Beautiful play there by Wiggins, showing his composure.
You just asked me what Grenada has to do to cut in this lead. Well, they've been shooting the ball so far, and they've been missing a lot. Where you can see Guyana is penetrating and kicking, penetrating and kicking. That's why they get themselves open shots. Right now, Grenada is just settling for bad shots.
They're settling for bad shots and just absolutely not moving their feet on defense. And I get the feeling that maybe internally they've conceded this one. 76-51 is your score. Grenada will have a lot to think about tonight back at the hotel room, that's for sure.
What is one of the things LeBron got criticized for in these finals, the last game?
His receding hairline.
No. People said that he gave up way too early or that he was subbed out. And that's one of the things, that's one of the differences they say between him and Michael. Michael would have competed till the last buzzer. And that's something I'm not seeing from this Grenada team right now. I think they know or think that they've lost this game already. And like someone said, if you say you can or you can't, both people are right. So I think they know they can't win this game anymore. And you're right, they play just like they've given up already.
Yeah, Nimrod with that long shot. Not great shot selection, even though he was wide open. They're just not running their offense.
Guyana is getting easy baskets.
Webster again inside. That's about the third time he's done that this game. The one-handed follow with no red jerseys around. Glasgow called for the foul from behind. 78-51, 6:16 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Guyana in command. Grenada has all but given up. And here's a guy who I thought would have been effective if he came in the game earlier, and that's the big man Lefeli. We questioned whether maybe he was injured. I would have liked to have seen him work the post in tandem with Regis. Two long bodies inside, but maybe too late here to make a difference. That court is so slippery right now, Gavin. Everyone's falling.
I think even the ball's slippery.
Here's Wiggins. Throws it up for Mo. Mo, the trailer. And if Grenada is not careful, Guyana is going to start looking like the Harlem Globetrotters here.
I think Guyana got bailed out. That was a good pass. Mo totally not expecting that pass. Or maybe he was, but he's aware of the fact that the court is really slippery. So I think he wants to be careful here, which is a smart choice.
With a 27-point lead, Guyana can start to get a little bit more loose, a little bit more fancy.
The Guyanese fans must be happy. The women's team has not been able to bring home a dub, even though they've played their hearts out. We have to give them that. The women played absolutely hard. So have the men today, but they've been able to capture a dub.
I've been impressed with them. Like we said, they had a 3-game warm-up series against Barbados. Watch out. Lefeli puts it down with 2 hands. Like I was saying, Guyana taking this tournament very seriously. 3-game series against Barbados to warm up for this one. Grenada looking to push. St. John couldn't hang on to it. Gets it back to Lefeli. He finishes. 2 in a row for Lefeli. 79-55. Hamilton couldn't connect. Williams tracks it down for Grenada. He slips and falls, and it will go out of bounds. Things starting to get a little sloppy here for both teams. And the moisture on the court is not helping. All smiles here for Guyana during this timeout. The Guyana coach telling his players to be patient. I think he wants them to use this lead to work on some things. An opportunity for in-game practice. Because against some of the other competition in this tournament, they're not going to get runaway wins. Gavin, where do you think Guyana lines up in this tournament? Top 4 or outside of it?
I haven't seen the other teams, but what I've seen so far, defense wins you games, and especially throughout a tournament, your offense might start getting a little chippy because you're fatigued, but your defense can never let you down.
4:52 left to play, 79-55 is your score. Guyana well in control. Mo remains in the game, but Rose and Wiggins, 2 very good players for Guyana on the bench. Unless things drastically change, I don't think we're going to see them again.
Who?
Rose and Wiggins are on the bench now.
Oh, that's well deserved.
Well deserved, yes. Mo with it, nice patience, just like his coach wants. Up top is Devonis, tries to thread the needle, nobody home.
Is Wiggins really a high school player?
Yes, he's currently playing in the United States. I don't know how old he is. to the free throw line right now is St. John. He's had a decent game today, very active. Not necessarily a game changer, though. Mo up high for the rebound, in between two players, and we'll get a foul. I think they're going to call this one on Lafueli. Yes, they will. Devonish with it. High screen set by Glasgow. Now over to Hamilton. Devonish fires and hits. Three-point shot by Devonish. Nice to see their backup point guard get going. That three-pointer way off for Grenada. Outlet pass to Mo. Outlet pass from Mo. Lafueli with it, he needs help. Strong take along the baseline. Lafueli continues to battle. 82-59, 3:14 left to play in the game. Guyana in control this one. And we'll get an offensive foul. Mo may be lucky there not to get a flagrant. The young big for Guyana will check in. Thompson, he will replace Mo. Mo had a really good game, both offensively, defensively, and his ability to see the floor for a big man. Certainly a player to watch as this tournament continues. Guyana not letting up, trying to trap at half court. This is stolen by Hamilton, watch out. Clear lane to the basket and he scores. St. John pulls up, confident shot, doesn't draw iron.
Great boxing out there.
Good job by the young player Thompson. Seeing some minutes here with his team up by so much. In this tournament environment, it's important to get everybody a look when you can. Hamilton looking inside, finds Thompson. Nice little pass there to Adams, who scores. We haven't called his name very much. James will bring it up. Nice defense by Hamilton. .212 left to play, 86-59 is your score. Guyana with the lead. James tries one, that's blocked by Thompson. So Thompson with a nice pass on the offensive end just before this. Then swats that one away. Here's Williams, spin move, may have gotten hit. Can't connect, tries to follow his own shot, rebound Thompson. Guyana back the other way. Adams calls for it, he gets it. Back to Devonish. High screen set by Hamilton, bad pass. Picked off by James. To the basket strong is Williams. He's done a great job of finishing tonight, and he will play hard to the end. 1:39 left to play. Along the baseline is Glasgow. Follow away jumper, no good. Thompson fights for it. Keeps it alive. Nice hustle there by Thompson. Devonish lines up a three-pointer. Knocks it down.
I think that's a great job by Thompson and Devonish to show their coach that they belong on the court and they should probably get more minutes. Great hustle play there. A lot of basketball players think you have to score to impress your coach. Those little plays like the one Thompson just made, believe me, your coach recognizes those.
Those kinds of plays can up you from maybe 5 minutes per game to maybe 10 minutes a game. Hustling till the end is Thompson. Into the game now is Belgrave. He replaces Adams for Guyana. 1:10 left to play. 30-point lead for the Guyanese. Grenada ball. Here's Cox. They're going to try to break this press, and they do. Easy does it. Here comes Williams. Using the high screen from Lafrelli. He's so dangerous. Hangs and fires. Knocks it down, and he goes down very hard there under the basket. And if he's seriously injured, that is a huge loss for Grenada. We hope maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him and needs a moment to compose himself. So it looks like this injury here on Williams is very serious. The medics coming to attend to him. We can't say enough that Williams has been the most high energy player for this Grenada team. I've been very impressed with him. Hopefully he'll be okay. Keone Wright and Gavin Kensmill here, bringing you Game 3 on day 1 of the 2021 FIBA AmeriCup qualifiers. Top 2 teams from this tournament move on to the 2021 AmeriCup qualifier to hash it out with some of the big names in Western Hemisphere basketball. We'll be back after this injury timeout. So Jonathan Williams for Grenada, stretchered out, looks to be a serious injury after the nice take and finish. 59 seconds left to play here. Guyana will walk away with a win, maybe by 30 plus, depending on how this last minute goes down. A nice way to start the tournament for Guyana, Gavin, but it's a long road to get to one of those number 2 or number 1 spots. Devonish says, hey, why not? Pretty release, can't finish. And we're gonna foul on Thompson.
Unnecessary foul right there. The game's practically over.
Unnecessary foul by a young player.
If you're the Grenadian team, you go to the hotel, you watch film, and you go to sleep. You forget about this game, because what you don't want to do is carry over what you've done today onto the next game, because I'm not going to lie to you, I have not seen good basketball from Grenada today.
No, I haven't. Flashes of individual competence among the team. I wouldn't use the term brilliance. Some players on this team have been very confident. I thought James had a nice game. I thought Lafrelli was solid. Regas as well. But you take a long look at the video, you take a short look in the mirror, and you get ready to play tomorrow. 91-64, coming up on 40 seconds left to play. There's Thompson, we call his name a lot, gets blocked. And James can't track that down for Grenada. 29 seconds left to play.
As you just heard, the crowd was asking if Guyana would be able to have a century score against this team.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm not willing to put a bet on it, Gavin.
Oh, you're scared you're about
Stop
to
trying
lose
to lure
a
me
second
into
time?
a bet, Gavin. Burnett to the basket along the baseline. Coming up on 15 seconds left to play. James for three, under 10 left to play. Guyana will hold here.
That will do it for this game.
That will definitely do it. At the end of regulation, it's Guyana 93, Grenada 64. A lopsided victory here. Everybody hang on tight. Get your seatbelts ready, because after the opening ceremony, which is coming up next, it will be Suriname, the host nation, versus St. Lucia. Gavin and I will see you back here in probably about 30 minutes. Grab some drinks, grab some food, and like I said, grab a seatbelt, because you're gonna need to buckle up. I'm Keone Wright for Gavin Kensmill. Stay tuned.